think you've seen it all in the playoffs. Buckle up, Oil Country. One of our guys played the cup final with a serious injury, and no one noticed. And now, word is, there's something brewing behind closed doors that could shake up the future of this team. Things are heating up fast. If you bleed copper and blue, hit that subscribe button and help us hit 1,000 subs. Let's show the rest of Canada how loud Edmonton fans really are. If that Stanley Cup final left a bad taste in your mouth, trust me, you're not alone. It was a wild ride. The boys left it all on the ice, and hope was alive and kicking. But when that final whistle blew, it was heartbreak all over again. The fans brought the fire. Rogers Place was absolutely electric. And after last year's gut punch, it felt like destiny. Time for payback against Florida. But even with home ice and the crowd behind us, the ending wasn't what we hoped for. McDavid and Draisaitl did what stars do. Led the charge, made plays, took the weight on their shoulders. But come playoff time, especially in the cup final, takes more than just your top guys. That's where your depth needs to come through. And a lot of fans had their eyes on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge had a solid regular season, 20 goals, 29 assists. Not his best year, but we all knew what he was capable of. He'd been clutch before, putting up 7 goals and 15 assists in last year's run. So yeah, expectations were high for this series, and that's where everything flipped. In the 6 games against the Panthers, Nugent-Hopkins barely showed up on the scoresheet. Just 1 goal and 1 assist. He went 5 games without a single point. Fans were asking, what's going on with him? Was he off? Was it effort? Nope. Here's the truth. Turns out Nuge was playing with a broken hand. Yeah, you heard that right. He kept it quiet, played through the pain, didn't let on how serious it was, and he still gave everything he had. McDavid himself was choked up when he talked about it. It was hard to watch him go through that. What he did was unbelievable. Can you even imagine skating in a Stanley Cup final with a busted hand? That doesn't show up in the stats, but it speaks volumes. Nugent-Hopkins felt the weight of the moment and didn't back down, even when his body was screaming no. So now I gotta ask you, after hearing this, do you see Nuge in a different light? Was he the quiet warrior we didn't know we had? Or should he have sat out for the good of the team? And just when you thought this story couldn't get heavier, hang on tight, because what's coming next might rock the whole dressing room. There's a shakeup brewing behind the scenes that could change everything. Stick around and find out what's got fans and front office folks sweating bullets. Let's talk about something that's been eating away at Oilers fans for the last few days. But before we go, jumping to conclusions, take a breath and hear this out. It's not all doom and gloom. In fact, this might be the opposite. One thing's for sure, when Connor McDavid speaks, the entire NHL listens. So here's the deal. Our captain recently said he's in no rush to sign an extension with the Oilers. Come July 1st, he's eligible to re-up ... But he made it clear he's taking his time. And man, did that set the internet on fire. Is McDavid leaving? Is he fed up with this team? Are we watching his final games in Edmonton? But if you've followed this squad long enough, you know better. Sometimes, you need to hear the full story, not just a headline. Connor said he wants to think things through, talk with his family, his agent. That's the smart play for a guy of his caliber. Honestly, that's exactly what Draisaitl did last year. Took his time, signed in September. No drama, no panic. Here. Single quotes as the kicker McDavid talked about unfinished business here in Edmonton. He believes in this group. He wants to win, and he knows we're close. That's not a guy packing his bags. That's a guy chasing history. Likely on the table is a shorter deal. Maybe 5 years. With the salary cap going up, it gives him flexibility, and it keeps the Oilers on their toes, always in the hunt, because at the end of the day, he's not walking away. He's saying, I'm not done yet, and I want to do this the right way. So what do we do as fans? We believe, just like he still believes in this team, this crest, and this city. So let me ask you, do you think McDavid signs a new deal and finishes what he started here in Edmonton? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't go anywhere yet. What I'm about to tell you next is the kind of thing that could flip the whole season on its head. There's a decision coming that could shake the locker room. The front office isn't talking, but behind closed doors, something big's about to drop. If your heart's still racing after that playoff run, sit back for this because this one's personal. Some vets want to keep chasing that cup dream, and some young guns are just getting started. Yeah, something big's brewing behind the scenes in oil country. We had media day today with two big names, Corey Perry and Evan Bouchard, and what they said, it's gonna get you thinking. Despite another heartbreaking finish, the room is still fired up. There's love for the city, pride in the logo, and more than anything, a drive to stay and run it back. And here's the bombshell: Corey Perry, at 40, wants to re-sign with the Oilers. Yep, the veteran leader, Stanley Cup champ, glue guy in the room, he flat out said, "I'd love to stay here." Perry made it clear he's not done. He wants one more shot at the cup with this team. And let's be honest, his leadership during the playoffs helped keep this group focused when things got tight. But he's not the only one. Evan Bouchard, guy who carried our decor in 2024, he's all in too. He told reporters, "I love it here. I want to be here." Bouchard's about to hit RFA status on July 1st, and you better believe he's due for a raise. After racking up 67 points in the regular season and another 23 in the playoffs, he's easily one of the top blue liners in the game right now. So here's the million-dollar question: can the Oilers lock both of these guys up for next season? With just $8.7 million in cap space, management's got some tough calls ahead. They've still got to figure out deals for Perry, Bouchard, and maybe even names like Connor Brown and John Klingberg. One move could set the tone for the whole offseason. So what do you think? Should Perry get another shot? Has Bouchard proven he's a franchise guy? Let us know in the comments. Share this video with your fellow Oilers faithful and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a beat this summer.